Hello everybody, in this tutorial we will be learning that how can we resize multiple images using OpenCV. For example, I have these two folders. This first folder, whose name is resources, is my original folder which contains 4 JPG images of different shape, that is height and width. This is my first image, this is my second image, this is my third image, and this is the fourth one. And this folder, whose name is resized folder, has been created by my program where the same JPG images are present who have been resized. So this is our target. We will be using this folder which is containing these 4 images in order to create this folder containing the resized images. So without wasting any time, let's get started. So first of all, I have to begin by importing my necessary modules. After that, I have to specify an input folder. Here in this scenario, I have this resources folder as my input folder because inside this resources folder, I have my input images. So I will be using this folder, and this resized folder will be created by my program. So since it will be created by my program, so I am going to delete it. Now I am going to generate that folder after implementing that code. So first I have to specify my input folder. After that, I have to create a new directory folder whose name I have chosen to be resized folder. So in this folder, I will be storing my resized images. Now I have to select a variable where I have chosen the name of the variable to be I, and I have assigned it to be 0. So once I will be putting my images, this variable will be used to name them. My first image will be image 0 because this will be 0. Then I will increment this variable like here, and then my second image that will be stored will be image 2, and so on. So now I have to form a loop, and where my each image variable is going to be each JPG image present in my input folder, that is this resources folder. Here these 4 are my images, and this is a video, so don't bother about it. And these are some of my PNG images, so I'm not going to include that. If you want to include the PNG resized images also, then you can simply change this by typing PNG here. Now what I'm going to do is, since I'm using my input folder, I'm going to pass my input folder here, and then I'm going to write here / and an asterisk. So this will mean this will specify any name that will be for my image. For example, each of my image will be having different names. Each of my image, for example, these are my images. This will be having some random image 1. This will be my image, and this will be my image 2, and so on. So what I have done is that instead of specifying each and every name, I have specified a / and an asterisk to specify these strings, these first names. And after that, I have used .jpg. This will represent for pic 1, this will represent my pic 1. For image 2, this will represent my pic 2, and for my image 3, this will represent my pic 3. So this is how this is going to work. So I'm going inside my input folder, that is my resources folder, and I'm going to scroll through each and every image available. And then I'm going to read my image. I'm going to read the image. I'm going to open the image and store the image array variable inside a variable named image. So when the loop will run for the first time, this image will be this one. When the loop will run for the second time, this image will be this, and then this and this. So this is how my program is going to work. After that, once my image has been opened, I'm going to resize that. So I'm going to store the resized image in a variable whose name is image resized. And in order to resize my image, I'm going to be using a method that is cv2.resize method. And inside my resize method, I'm going to pass this image, and then I'm going to pass the new width and height. So once my image will be resized, I'm going to store that inside a image resized variable, and then I have my resized image present, and all I need to do is I have to save that in the particular folder. So in order to save that, in order to write that image, I'm going to use imWrite method, and then I'm going to store my a resized image inside my resized folder, which will be created by my program. And inside resized folder, the name of the resized image is going to be image %i. In total, my program is doing is that first I am going towards my resources folder. This is my resources folder. And inside my resources folder, there are 4 images. Now what I'm trying to do is I have run a loop that will go through each and every of these images present inside my resources folder. My first image variable, so I have created an image variable, and it will first open this image, and then after opening this image, it will resize it, and after resizing it, now I'm going to store it in a separate directory, in a separate folder whose name is going to be resized folder. Now inside my resized folder, I'm going to store my this resized image, and I'm going to name my resized image as image, and then I have already created a I variable. So my first image will be, since I is 0 initially, so this will be 0, and then in my loop I am going to increment my I, that is I'm going to increase my value of I. So the second value, so the name of the second image is going to be img1, and then this will be img2, and hence this is going to be img3, and so on. So this is how my particular program is working. Now for the sake of, I'm going to show my image so that you can see the working. It is also fine if you don't run the code. I will also show that. And I have used a wait key as 30, that is 30 milliseconds. That is, each of my image that is going to be resized will be displayed on the screen for 30 milliseconds. And then I have simply destroyed all my excess frames. If I run this code by pressing Ctrl Shift and F10, or by pressing the triangular icon present on the upper right corner of your screen, you can see that my image, each of my image appeared for about 30 milliseconds on the screen, and then it simply disappeared. Now you can see that a resized folder has appeared, and inside this my images have been resized. And you can see that the names of my images are image 0, image 1, image 2, image 3. But since in practical life you won't be using this function to resize only a few images, that is 3 or 4, because for example, if you are making a machine learning or deep learning model, you will be working with a very large collection of images. So it won't be very right to rename the image as image 1, image 2, image 3, image 4, image 10, because we will be working with about thousands of images. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to write here in here 04 %04, and then if I run the code, have I deleted my folder? Yes, I have deleted my folder. Now if I run the code, Ctrl Shift and F10, you can see that my new folder has been created, and now the names of my image are image 000, image 0001, image 0002, image 0003. So earlier the names of my image were image 0, image 1, image 2, but now the name of my image files are 0000, image 0001, and image 0002, and so on. So this will be more practical. This naming convention will be more appropriate, more professional when you will be working on thousands of images or hundreds of images. Now if I comment this line out, because this line is not necessary, I have just written it so that you can see that my images are reset, that is, my program is working. Now if I delete this folder and then run my code again by pressing Ctrl Shift and F10, you can see that I have again created my resized folder, and inside these are my images. So this is how you can perform your this is how you can resize multiple images using OpenCV. So this is how you can resize multiple images using OpenCV. And in the next video we will be learning that how can you extract images or frames out of your video object, and then we will be learning that how can you extract images or frames out of your webcam. So we will meet in the next video. Until then, bye bye.